Okay, here we go. Arena on mouse and keyboard. Yo, what's up guys? We've got another wee episode of my progression on mouse and keyboard and entering my very first game of Arena in Chapter 2 Season 6. And I thought I'll jump in at John Wick's house, which was early on the bus route, so I thought maybe a chance I'll get contested here, but we'll see. Turned out I didn't get contested, but thought this would be a useful drop for looting up, potentially getting some of the metal scraps to upgrade my guns. And, you know, spent the first part here just getting my mats up. And then one thing I also tried to do, and it worked out this game, was not use my shields and hope that the slurp truck was still available. And it turned out it was, but we didn't have any action here until I rotated into Boneyard? No, what's it called? I can't mind. The place that Salty used to be, so I'll jump ahead to then and talk you through. Got very exciting from that point. Okay, so coming out of my drop spot and into circle, I hadn't met anyone and reached top 25 by this point, so already 60 points on the board. And I see this guy making his way out, and he's jumping a lot, which told me I think this boy's going to be a bit of a sweaty player. But I figure it's a free game, it doesn't cost me points, so I'll take a shot at him with a bow. End up missing. And he starts to push here, and I try to set up a little tactic of I'll make him think I've gone away, or at least be able to be in position to get a shot on here. But I end up not getting it or missing. And then he charges in. I try to take high ground here, and I'm not warmed up properly at this point. He got me coned, and then it was just a case of putting that primal to its work. But of course, as is true Fortnite style, we'll get a third party coming in here, and I decide, you know what, I'll just edit out and put that shotgun in his face. So kind of the reason why I've been leaning towards that shotgun is the pump is definitely a more skillful gun, and particularly on mouse and keyboard, my skills just aren't there yet. And I'd rather play to my strengths at this point, so I stuck with the primal. The primal AR was an interesting one because I upgraded to a Scar coming out of John Wick's house, but then the gold primal AR came out of a chest on my way in, and I thought it's orange or gold variety, so it could shred through builds late game. So I thought I'll pick it up and give it a go. No harm in doing that, but nice little 2 kills there and heading towards top 10 at this point. Full mats and full shields, full health. God loot. I would have liked the purple or even gold variety of the primal shotgun, but I'm not complaining with that blue one. It's served me well so far. Yeah, it's just even my first game here, a couple of boys there were quite sweaty. We had the one boy who coned me, and you know, anyone who uses cones in an attacking sense knows what they're doing to an extent. You know, it's not a bot. And then the third party classic came in, but Cybone dealt with both of them. And my thinking here is, I think I check where zone is, and where center zone is. It's on that peak, but I like the height of the risky billboard. So I want to make my way up here. And I see a boar across there, and it was running a bit weird. So I thought, maybe someone's recruited it. And then the speech bubble on that guy comes up, and I think that means someone's speaking to him. And there was a guy there. And I'm just looking to get a beam off here, but then I see... So I'm waiting for him to come up that benches part. But then I see a guy other side of the fence in a minute. And I think... Here he is. And I think, right, they're probably going to end up fighting here, especially if he makes a noise. And so I'm thinking, could get up top a better vantage point to then take a beam. So that's what I do, and I make sure I build off here to my back, so I can't get shot from behind. And that's what I was hoping that gun would be able to do, is just tear through walls a little bit. And this turns into a little bit of a standoff here, because he ends up trying to peek with his bow, and I'm not going to peek that because I'll just get hit and invite him to then push. So I figure I'm quite content with this high ground here. And I was also hoping that while he's standing out in the open, I was hoping someone would bow him. And that might give me an excuse to either push or look to get a beam on, but it didn't happen. And eventually a guy comes in, and it's either he stink bows me or the guy running in stink bows me, but something happens where a guy pushes me and takes height from my right hand side here. And I thought he was going to try and jump in because he got a good tag on me. But I end up taking low ground here and healing up. And so typical, this is where I don't cover myself. And the rocket comes in, gets a tag for about 50. And I thought he was going to try and jump in, but he gives me a chance to heal up. And this then this is where I change into the mindset of I'm going to prioritize zone rather than looking for beams. So when this next zone comes in, I don't get it. Just expanding out a wee bit to give me a little bit of space to breathe if that stink bow comes in again. Trying here to get him focused, but the boy up top wasn't playing ball, so and this next zone is crucial for me because I know there's a guy above me. I think I heard someone low down as well, and I know there's guys in that direction. So when this zone pops, my immediate thought is if I can get ahead of everyone, I'll be in great position for at least top 5. And with that zone, I've got the river for a dead side rotate. There was just this warthog thing that was putting me off a wee bit. So I was thinking, is this thing going to grief me here? So I thought about shooting it. But I heard this guy was putting me off a wee bit. And I didn't know what he was doing, but he was moving about a lot. So I go out the back. I think this was the safest way. The warthog runs away. I was worried that the route I go, I was worried that he's still up top, so I'm thinking, okay, this I can go now. Might have to build off. I was worried there was going to be a guy in this bush. But my thinking here is, if I can get ahead of zone without getting beamed and pushed, I'll have a great chance. And the river's handy for a quick rotate as well. Because this is what happens, is if you stay behind zone and there's a lot of people there, they all end up fighting. You get scuffed, then you get held by someone who did get ahead. So getting ahead of zone is massive, I think. And I make a stupid mistake here. I end up building up out of zone. Because I thought I heard someone coming in. So that made me build. I thought, right, I'll just base here. But I don't realise until I've built up that I'm not actually in here. Which, a bit of a waste of mats, but I've got a wee building off to my side that I end up using for sort of free cover. And the good thing about at least having that base up is it's going to put this guy off from coming up this way, because that's not a good angle to approach uphill to an already established base. This guy was a concern on the left because he had a bow and he's obviously a good bit ahead of zone. And I think this next zone really favours him as well. Half and half, yeah. So I was a bit concerned about this guy. And I end up wasting a lot of my metal here, which also my keybinds I'm not quite used to there, but just build my way in. I'm surprised he didn't put more pressure on me, because he's just effectively giving me a free rotate in here. And I tried to connect to the ground here, because what I've done in the past when I build on top of someone is I've found they end up editing me out. But by connecting to the ground there, it would mean they'd have to shoot that out to knock me down. Which I think he was trying to do here. I was thinking, why is he shooting at the metal? Sure, so I have a look and it's not knocked out, so I don't know what he was doing there. Once I'm in, he should just be focusing on other guys, because now this guy's managed to get a free rotate in, and he's ended up above us. We're still not in top 5 yet, so which was a bit annoying. I thought if I can get to half and half zone, it should be top 5 by then, but we get it there. And at this point, we're all quite congested. So I get a wee tag on this guy coming in late, but nobody else is looking at him, and you think, surely you should be looking at the boys that haven't made it into zone yet. And this is where I'm getting a little bit worried, because I'm pretty much down to wood. And the zone, first moving zone, there's a tree in my way that way. So with so many boys around, nobody wants to move, but as soon as they start fighting, I think, okay, this could be a chance to go. And I know there's a guy low down somewhere, but I'm not quite sure where he is, so I just go for it. And I think he's in that box, but he doesn't end up peeking out, which was a bit odd. So I get a bit of a free rotate here, and I'm thinking, okay, I'm in the money here, because they're all stuck behind. They're all going to have to end up fighting as they try to rotate in. And the guys on high ground, I don't quite get what I was looking for. There's a couple of times here I try to beam them out of the air, and get fall damage, but I don't quite get that. That guy's building somewhat well in terms of keeping himself up, but I'm just trying to get them to fight by being so close. And now I think, okay, I better cover my head here as we're coming in. And I notice they do end up fighting. It goes down to the 2 of them, And this is where in the past I would have messed up, I think, because I would have played it safe, and I think he's trying to heal. And so I've decided, right, I'm not going to let you. I do get hit, but then I get the dub. And that's how it's done, boys. That is how we secure dubs in the arena in Chapter 2, Season 6. We get ahead of that moving zone so that we can hold the boys and put pressure on them. Easy dub, first game of arena, nae danger. Yeah, boy.